Hello beautiful and lovely gamers, my name is Jonal. We're back with another video learning how to improve, rank up, get better at this game that is Overwatch. Of course, before we start this video, a like on the video helps against YouTube's abusive algorithm. Same goes for a comment where you guys can drop a tip that you use to rank up, get better at the game on Tracer and the other heroes to help out the community together. Because today we're talking about how to play Tracer on a much higher level, how to have far more impact on the match. This is something that I cover so much in private coaching. I need to tell a lot of people. And this goes for taking a hero that is normally played a lot of people like this, very basic, very vertically, and taking her to a way where you can use it far more horizontally, get far better angles, and far easier results, right? There's no need to make this game more difficult for yourself by playing it in a stupid way or in a less effective way. You're making the game more difficult for yourself and you're less effective. Rather make yourself the game easier and play far more effective. Now, of course, if you want to hire me as a private coach, it's $50 for a 2-hour session. Hit me up on the Discord server down below. Doesn't matter if you're bronze or top 500. I can help you improve, rank up, and get better at the game. Now, let's start. So, you spawn on Dorado. It's defensive time, and you want to play Tracer because why not? Okay, this is how you're going to do it. As soon as you come here, you gotta go out of the door as fast as possible and just make your way, okay? You could... Again, this has to happen as fast as possible. You can't be lingering a spawn, sitting teabagging, because you need to do setups fast, okay? You go here. Now, you can blink directly to yellow, but for a lot of people, it's easy to do one blink here, go here, and then for a lot of people, it's easy to do that one. 2 blinks, and then you burn 3 blinks, right? You can, if you want to, just manage to do it by 1, but if you need to, then go ahead and do 2. The worst thing that you can do is do like this, and then, oh shit, and now you have to burn recall, right? Because every time you're doing this, you're making a lot of noise for these guys over here, right? So the important thing that you want to do now is you want to take this yellow house. Now, this is where it depends on where your team is. So I'll just go on my desktop here onto that banana and show you guys, because this is where you need to remember that right now what we're doing, we're setting up here on yellow. This is yellow. We're setting up here with our Tracer. And what we want to do, right, is logically let the enemy team push, let the enemy team go through here, and then potentially start fighting them, right? The good thing with this position is that we are very difficult to reach, right? They have to send people up to this high ground. There's not a lot of heroes that are good at high ground, and the ones that can take high ground, let's say Hanzo, for example, that can climb up and down from high ground, right, is worse than dueling than us. So we can, to a certain extent, duel most people. Same with a Genji. If you're good at Tracer, you can, in theory, duel a Genji up here and keep pressure, even though it's not ideal, right? Same if they send out monkeys or divas, then you can move around. And I'll show you guys how you guys will use this area here to dominate this choke point, okay? This is something that was used a lot back when dive was very viable. And Rogue used this, for example, to spawn camp. And I've been on the receiving and the giving end of this, where your team, where you can spawn camp the enemy team here. Now, where your team defends depends. If your team holds very close, this becomes far more effective. If your team is holding up here, however, which happens in like diamond games a lot, and if your team is holding up here, then this becomes a little bit more difficult, right? Because all of a sudden, you need to make sure that there's pressure on the main group, right? Again, if you're playing like silver, you can probably dive the main group really early. But you, in general, like in platinum and diamond and masters and so on, right? You want to focus on the fact that there needs to be some more pressure, right? So when this blue team start pushing up, this is the front line, and this is the back line of the blue team, right? When these guys start pushing up here, there needs to be something that stops the enemy team. If you go down from here, for example, there needs to be something that stops all, 5 or 4 players to just turn on you immediately and kill you, right? One support pocketing the other support, 2 DPS pressuring you, and maybe even an off-tank pressuring you, right? This becomes very difficult. So you need something. This can be to wait all the way until the enemy team started going up close to this choke right here, and your team either have rotated down, or they might be fighting them up here, right? Something that does that the enemy team is busy attacking or pushing your team, right? You can also do it if you see the enemy team pushing their DPSs up, right? Their tank line might have pushed up a little bit, right? The supports might have pushed up a little instead of the payload, and the DPS of the enemy team has actually pushed up with the tanks, right? So let's say the Genji spawned here. Let's say they're playing this with a Pharah for some reason. Where's the Pharah icon? Here, right? With a pharmacy over here, right? So there's one support on the payload, right? Then this could be fine, right? But you gotta make sure that there is something that prevents them from everybody just turning on you immediately. And this is how you wanna do it, right? Again, notice how much access we have here, right? We can strike anywhere on the map, and I'll show you how. It's on the house, right? Start by pre-aiming here, right? Because if somebody comes up, they normally start climbing on this angle or grabbing this angle. Just preempt here. Just make sure that if somebody jumps you, you have a really tight angle on them where you can get a lot of shots in the beginning trade, right? Then you can blink around on this rooftop, right? And you can blink. As you can see here, between here and here, it's one blink, right? So you don't have to be scared of blinking off. If you're almost at the wall, you can blink straight. Make sense? Okay, just so we know the dimension so that we don't go, but if you stand here, right, then oh, actually, sorry, if you stay here, oh, then you blink off. So, you want to play up here, right, just notice, right, this is where you get this, it's Batman, I hit shift by accident, this is where you get this beautiful angle down here, right, supports normally like to stack here, hit scan DPS and longer range DPS normally like to stack over here, right, and some tanks like to play this corner, right, here you can choose your target, you can choose if it's the Widowmaker that sets up, you know, down here to get a LOS in the low ground, right, and you can practically one mag, right? You can pull the tanks, you can pull the supports, right? You can also, of course, logically actually go for a kill here if you need to, or if that's something that's viable. But do not drop here now, right? Because again, notice that I can reach practically anything. So you only want to drop if this drop is beneficial for you. For example, if there's somebody over here, right, and I want to kill him. Now, again, you could blink to here and then go there. But if I need to kill him like now, then I can like drop here and maybe push the kill. But normally don't like, oh, there's a guy down here, right, and I want to kill the support, right? I can kill the send from this angle as well as I can kill it from here, except that here it's much easier for me to get CC'd and get fucked by the enemy team and so on. Since I anyway dropped and I didn't recall immediately, I'll show you guys how to get up. Normally you end up down here somewhere, right? If you're pushing a kill over here, or there's some situation where you need to drop because you need to be more aggressive, you need to get kills from this position, what you do, an easy way, logically again, get safe to team, but an easy way to get back up is just to go here, rotate to this high ground, and from here you can either blink straight to this house, or you can jump on this railing and blink here, right? Blinking straight is just as fast as this, and this railing is normally broken, so you can just take this, no matter what, right? And now we're in this position, right? This gives us access to this area, right? So again, you can also blink from yellow to here if you need to strike over here for some weird reason, right? Here I can take yellow, from yellow I can take red, right? And from red I have now access to this rampart, and to pressure people in the choke, right? Within reasons, right? If I feel I get pressured up here, I can either blink back to yellow and play for yellow, right? Now there's a wall here protecting me, right? And then I can go back. Or, even better, I can go over here, right? And here I can either pressure the choke, right? I can go get up here. I can pressure this over here, right? From this position as well, I can go here if I need to go there, right? From this, I can go almost anywhere, right? Here I can go back to red. Right now I'm on red. Now I pressure this part of the choke, or I pressure this part of the ramp. Right now I go back to yellow. Now I'm a little bit, now I can pressure this area. I go back here, can pressure here, can pressure here, go over here. Can now pressure better this choke from this angle. Go here. Now I can pressure straight down with this choke. This is a different angle, right? Go over here, can pressure again. Now I'm back to yellow. Now I'm back to house, right? From house, if I'm low, I can go here, take the mega, right? Blink over here. Now I have this angle at them, right? Go back here, right? If the railing is not broken, you can blink up on. You can just jump up on it. Go over here. And now I'm back to my position, right? This constantly keeps me active. I'm constantly able to strike anywhere on the map, anywhere I want pressure. If I see that there's two DPSs that's hard peeking this corner, so I can't peek them, but I also see the Ryan has pushed up too much, which happens a lot in low healers, right? Two DPSs or like a DPSs in support, tunnel visioning on me down here, while the Ryan is trying to push through the choke, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna peek that, so I'll blink here twice. Now I can pressure, now I can pull the Ryan, I can maybe get another mag in, reload. Now the supports and the DPS have looked away because I blinked over here, so they're now not paying attention to me. Now I can peek them again, right? They might try to pressure me. I'll shoot the tank again, and I'll peek them for this angle, right? And then I might go back here, and whatever, right? That is the activeness of this. You can constantly swap target, you can constantly attack and target what is weak on this map, and that is how you play Tracer. Notice just the amount of effectiveness that we have here. It's insane how many areas and how many angles we can strike, right? And how easy it is to execute this, right? This is not very difficult, right? There's even a mega pack over here that you can use for healing and so on. It's so easy to get your team. It's so easy to strike everywhere. And this is so much better than when I see like Tracer players in gold and so on do like, oh, I'll hide here, right? Walk up. Okay, so now I can fight this dude, and I can shoot, and now somebody can peek behind me. There's like a bunch of people down here. If I get low here, I like have to blink here 3 times. I have to run. Now I'm low, and I need to heal. They take the mega pack, they run back over here, right? They might blink over here. They start shooting, they will drop from the high ground for no reason, start fighting down here. It's such a common mistake, even for diamond players, and a lot of people don't notice that, right? And again, as soon as you see this, you will very much quickly understand you can do this on any map. You can do this on Gibraltar, you can do this on so many maps that have these linked high grounds that a lot of traders play do not consider. Use this, the fact that you have this verticality, and again, as long as you don't drop down to one level down, you're always good, and you can always move around and so on. Remember, if you're doing difficult jumps on maps like Anubis, that you run, then you jump and then you blink, right? Because then just jump and blink does not give you as much height. I don't know if I can jump over this. Okay, I can. Right, I can't show it on this map because I don't know any spots where this is an issue. Maybe. No. Okay. When you run and you jump, it changes the hitbox compared to just jumping, because she kind of like extends her legs, so it becomes a little bit. So if you need to do difficult jumps on maps like Anubis, remember to run, jump, then blink, right? Not jump, blink, because it gives you a lot of. You can almost see it actually, right? There compared to here, right? This or this, right? Compared to that, right? I get a little bit further up on the stairs because you get a little bit extra height. But this is how you become active with traders. Again, if you want to hire me as a private coach, it also helps out, supports the channel. It's $50 for a 2-hour session. Hit me up on our Discord server, which is linked in the description. It's $50 for a 2-hour session. Doesn't matter if you're bronze, top 100, if you play for a team or not. If you can get a VOD to me, I can help you improve, rank up, and get better at the game. I hope you guys like this video. I hope it helps, and I'll see you around the next one. As always, please take care. This is the positive. My name has been Jonal. You guys keep getting me in your crosshair.